Hi, I'm on a cliff. And, well, and although some people would like me to jump off it, I'm not going to. I'm just here to sit today. Yeah, pretty, huh? Just me and a few chipmunks, maybe a bird. I don't know, maybe there's a cougar watching. Well, I'm certainly gray. I'm just glad I have hair. But if it all went away too, that'd be fine. You know, people ask me all the time how I got so gray. I don't know, maybe just read social media. It make me laugh alone in the woods. So, yeah, I posted some stuff, and it's funny to hear people's response to things. I mean, I appreciate it, right? And equally, it's just like, this is why you need to get outside for a minute and breathe. Yeah, I said a few things about free speech, Kimmel. I guess that's not free speech according to half the people. So I don't know the definition, I guess, of free speech now that I'm being told I don't. So I'm just listening and learning and appreciate people that are respectfully telling me how stupid I am, I guess. But also I can say that, like, you know, I haven't heard that it's like slander and attack at Charlie himself. I love Charlie. He's my hero. Like, people are nuts that think that I'm like celebrating that somebody's saying something bad about him. That is wrong. I'm not. I'm also confused about, what's the difference between the free speech and the corporations that tell you what you can and can't say. I mean, these guys have been on late night, essentially having, I guess, whatever their version of a corporation being okay with them creating all kinds of craziness about what MAGA and whatever else on the right stands for so long that it's almost like, well, why now? Why today? What's the difference, right? And then equally, I'm sitting here thinking, I was on political stages with the Tucker Carlsons who were canceled before by the other side, right? And he had to go on tour so he could at least be able to vocalize. And obviously I went on tour not knowing what I was getting into. I knew going on tour would be like a risk, but I didn't know it would be like ruin my family's life and my business, getting gigs. Yeah, I lost essentially every gig this year. So I haven't really promoted that much. I've said it here and there, but not everywhere. And I had one company that, well, it's an association at a particular state that hung in there. Everyone else canceled. And that was in the corporate market. I'm still, oh, hi, squirrel. I'm still, I hope it's a squirrel. I'm still trying to get gigs, But then even when I do get gigs, and if I say, that I went on Tucker Carlson tour, then I'm muted before the conference. In fact, I was backstage my last gig, and they saw my slides, and we stood there for 2 hours in the sound check as I was trying to get ready to go on, as they deleted all my slides. And I was going to talk about Charlie and Utah's a safe place, even though this crazy thing happened here. Deleted all the slides, told me I couldn't do it. So I get that corporate muting thing, right? I get that free speech depends on where you are. I'm just really concerned that if there's something more to this, that's all. And if that's the case, then it's really, really going to be bad. I'm not a fan of Kimmel or Colbert, those guys. I mean, I admire that they've made careers of it. I think they're good family men, I think, and I don't like what they say all the time, so I don't watch it and listen. They don't care. They don't know me. I'll never reach that level of success in that sense, and so that's all right. But I also am very fearful if there is a freedom of speech element to this, that concerns me a lot. So, yeah, to everybody that's concerned that I don't know what freedom of speech is, that's okay. I appreciate you weighing in. I know that being canceled myself has been hard, and it's kind of weird because I have people saying things like, well, how can you vote for Trump but you sing Elton John songs? It's like, well, okay. I mean, I don't know how to say this. Like, I just sing him. I love Elton John. I love his music. Yeah, that goes against the ideology you want to inflict upon a person that votes differently. Like, I I know people that identify as queer that listen to country music. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, music is a unifier. Uh, Elton may not like me. I don't know. He doesn't know me, but I honor him and love him. And yeah, we believe different things. So I appreciate that about the world and our lives. That I can enjoy his music. He can, I can, I can buy it and sing it and enjoy it. I mean, I don't know. That's just crazy. To me, that's like a slander piece, right? Like, because you believe this way, you can't do that. Well, okay. Everybody die! It's crazy. Let me just say this. I've been on the middle for a long time. When I went and did those things for Tucker and Trump this last political season, it was actually a year ago right now, September and October. It's on this kind of campaign trail-ish thing. And the whole world seemed to lose its mind, at least mine. And the people on the left lost their mind because, I don't know, I think that, they said that I was breaking the promise. And that was really disappointing, obviously, because I didn't think I was. I felt like I was keeping a promise, right? And so that's kind of that narrative. Had I been on the campaign trail with Kamala and Joe, I'd have been on the cover of Rolling Stone, probably. Instead, I was ripped apart by Rolling Stone, and my own association of speaking peers tried to ethically kick me out. So that's kind of the difference, I guess, right? And so I felt that on the right side, yeah, on the side of the right, if you will. So that's what actually pushed me over there. They were like, I thought, if it's so bad what these guys are saying, if these guys are so wrong, then I better listen way more than I ever have, because I never really had. And then I listened to him and I was like, oh, I agree with a lot. I don't really like the way some of it's said. I don't like the way it's sometimes couched. But yeah, I agree with this. And the more I was pushed over from the left over almost like into this place of being stamped out, then I was like, okay, this is better for my belief system. Yeah, some people really hated that. And it doesn't mean that I am really excited about everything that I hear on those stages, or even the way that some people's lives have gone and they've lived. But I don't really know anybody in the politic world that has been very Christ-like, So the thing is that this is what happened next. You ready? All my holds, all my all my corporate dates were released and or canceled. It was crazy. It was my assistant was like, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, I don't know. So I really thought, like, hey, maybe the Republican side will have me. And yeah, that's when a lot of things happened there too. They found out that I sang Elton John songs and that I was a Ricky Martin impersonator in Las Vegas at the beginning of my career, like sing Lady Gaga, right? And they were like, nope, you're not our guy. You're not far enough over here. Okay, so yeah, so I couldn't get a gig there either. So when people say, why don't you just go over to the right and get a bunch of gigs? Well, that's not possible, sir. They didn't think I sang enough country. I don't know what it was, but it was crazy. So luckily I had one theater that was amazing and didn't cancel on me, and we got to still do those shows, even though not very many people are happy about it. In fact, every gig I've done this year, which we have landed a couple here and there, and I'm so grateful for those corporations that still let me come in, there's been hype or boycotting or groups that have said, we're not coming because he's coming. Yeah, it's true. And I mean, I've mentioned this, but like, I know that there have been pride and LGBTQ groups that have boycotted me there. And then afterwards, the people that were there representing them would say, I don't know why everyone was so worried. So that's how, I guess, ridiculous I am. But is it okay to be not radical? I mean, maybe being radical is being in the middle. Maybe that's radical, because on the edges, And that's where people are doing crazy stuff. To think that a guy that I considered like a friend, even though we didn't know each other that well, but I would say he was my guy, old Charlie. Yeah, that's crazy what's happened. It's the worst thing I've ever seen, like ever in my whole existence, because I was not expecting to see it. 9/11, they shielded us a lot from it. Other things I've seen through the years, I've just never seen anything like this, where it's somebody I knew, right? I guess that's what it was. That is so crazy. And then a lot of people felt they knew him, right? And so, God bless him and his family. We support Turning Point, absolutely. Um, if you think that's bad, I'm sorry that that's what you think. If you think I can't talk about kindness because I voted for somebody that doesn't seem kind to you, or a party that's like not kind, I don't know what that means, because if you're saying that tells me that you claim to be the party of tolerance, then where is your tolerance of anything? Like, seriously, look at yourself. It's crazy. It's crazy, the rhetoric, the lies, the misinformation. And yeah, Kimmel, sounds like he said some misinformation stuff. Yeah, that's really stupid. Too bad. Everywhere you turn, there's misinformation, rumors, and rumors of war. It is just how it's always been in the history of the world. The question is, how can you do anything about it? Whether it's listen more, talk less, or even talk and say something and not hide. And can we just not hate everybody for saying what they feel? Like, I've seen so many posts for like decade plus that I'm like, that is ridiculous. And I don't care. Like, I just go, well, that's their thought. So great. And I keep going. I don't stop and private message them or call them and say, we need to have a chat, bro. You need to really step off this cliff or this ledge. Like, what is that? I don't know. Maybe I just don't like to grapple. I'm not smart enough, I guess, to really know what is happening. But I know in my spirit and I know in my soul what resonates. And I'm for free speech. I have been muted. And I guess the only place to be unmuted is right here on my phone in the middle of the forest. Hi. With the chipmunks. Christmas, Christmas time. I don't know where they are, but they're probably here. All right. That's all I got. I hope you have a better day than I've had, because I spent 3 hours trying to respond only on LinkedIn to comments. It took me 3 hours. Is that worth my time? No. Then I went to Instagram. I was like, I can't do it. Like, Facebook, holy smokes. Like, thanks for responding. Thanks for all of your, set me on the right path or whatever, or thanks for agreeing. Like, what's interesting is like the people that agree with me on this one are the people that have been telling me how wrong I've been for a year. So now I'm like, oh, I guess that's that side. I don't know. And the people that are mad at me today are the people that have been like, go Jason, you can do it, for a year. And now they're like, what the heck is wrong with you? You lost your mind. And it's just like, you don't know anything. It's like, yeah, you're right. I have no idea what I'm talking about. And I'm going to keep learning. And as my dear friend says, I'm going to leave room for edits. And you know who you are. And I love and appreciate you. And I know we are the exact opposite in so many ways, and yet we're so the same.